According to the U.S. Surgeon General, we are living through a loneliness epidemic. 1 in 4 adults say they feel completely cut off, disconnected, unseen, alone. But you chose this. You saw the name light up your phone and thought, not today, not anymore. And here's the part nobody says out loud. You don't feel lonely. You don't feel broken. Honestly, you've never felt more at peace. So when did this start? When did you become the person who walks away and doesn't look back? Because it wasn't always you. There was a time you were the dependable one, the friend who answered at 2 a.m, the one who kept the family from falling apart. You listened to the same complaints, gave the same advice, watched people ignore it, and come right back. Until one day, something quietly shifted. You didn't answer the phone, and the world didn't end. It just got quieter. That moment wasn't weakness. Your brain was doing exactly what it was built to do. Dr. Stephen Porges calls it polyvagal theory. Your nervous system runs in different modes, and one of them exists for a single reason: to protect you. When you've been drained too many times, your brain doesn't ask permission. It flips a switch, pulling you out of social engagement and into what researchers call the dorsal vagal response. In plain words, shutdown. Not because you're damaged, because your nervous system is guarding your energy like a limited resource, which it is. But where did it first learn that people were a threat? For a lot of us, the answer goes back further than we'd like to admit. Maybe you learned to read a room before you could read a book. Maybe you scanned your parents' face the second they walked in because one person's mood could change the air in the whole house. Psychologist Murray Bowen called this emotional cutoff, what happens when a child learns that closeness comes with a price. So you adapted. You became the one who could feel the tension before a single word was spoken. Now, as an adult, that same pattern shows up the moment someone gets too close. It isn't a flaw. It's a blueprint your younger self drew up just to survive. But let's be honest, not all distance is the same. The CDC reports that long-term isolation raises your risk of heart disease by 29% and stroke by 32%. This isn't just emotional, it's physical. But being surrounded by the wrong people can do just as much damage. So how do you tell them apart? Walls keep everyone out, the good, the bad, the uncertain. They're built out of fear. Boundaries choose. They're built out of self-awareness. If you cut someone off and felt peace, that isn't isolation, that's protection. The question was never whether to let people in. It's which people have earned access to your peace. And odds are, you already know exactly who they are. A 2023 study in Nature Neuroscience found that people who lived through early emotional stress developed heightened activity in the brain's threat detection regions. Your brain got very good at reading people. That feeling that tells you something's off isn't a flaw. It's thousands of hours refined into an early warning system. And when it says, this person will drain you, you finally learned to listen. So no, you're not lonely. You're not broken. You're selective. Society calls people like you isolated, withdrawn, antisocial. Every word assuming something's missing. Here's a better one. Solitude. Loneliness is the absence of connection you wanted. Solitude is the presence of peace you chose. And if you're quietly wondering whether something's wrong with you, hear this clearly. There's nothing wrong with you. You learned the hard way that not everyone deserves access to your energy. And instead of turning bitter, you chose to protect your peace. That's not weakness. That's one of the quietest, fiercest things a person can do. Harvard studied happiness for 75 years, And it came down to one thing. Not how many people fill your life, having the right ones. So if your circle is small but full of people who actually see you, you're not doing it wrong. You're doing it exactly right. If this felt like permission you didn't know you were waiting for, you're not alone. Leave a comment. I read every single one. Protect your peace.